Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shine the king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shake the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time stop.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. Look. I already know what it is, man. We about to get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like cooking the bell, subscribe to the plays, man. I know we're gonna get straight to it tonight, man.
E&E 2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit. Lost and glitch. We cool, nigga.
Let's go.
This is the
Boogie Major.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Sick. Killing these kids is plan B. Sick. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Okay. Don't break the code, the family. Okay. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Sick. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Sick. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Okay. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Sporting. Poor looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money. Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom. To try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk. Let me lock in. Show these niggas what I do. X Rain. I'll be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This is guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? It's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts. And y'all already know what it is, man. We here, man. What's good with y'all, man? It's a beautiful thing, man. We all woke up today, and we've been awake ever since. So we got the victory and the glory already, man. Congratulations to us. All praises due to the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach. You know? Yeah, man. What's up with y'all, man? Shout out to my brother King Els for dropping a dope album this weekend. I've been banging that album all weekend. You know what I'm talking about? Fire album my brother King Els just dropped. You know? And, like I say, man, shout out to my brother King Els. I'm about to get in the studio, man. I'm about to get in my bag. And I'm going to put some music out for y'all too, man, because I know y'all been here, man. Els got the new album out right now. You know. Too. You know what I'm saying? My brother King Els. Let me put it up on the screen for y'all real quick. You know what I mean? Y'all go there to YouTube, man. My man Ty Henderson, what's good? What? Tapping in with your brethren. Tonight, man, we're gonna get to it. Shout out to my brother King Els for dropping this fire album right here, y'all, man. Y'all need to go get this album right now. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all see his name right there. Go just type that name right there into your YouTube search engine and sit up there and listen to this fire album by my brother King Els, man. I've been banging this album all weekend. Fire. He ain't got no features on. He ain't got no. It's all straight him too. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to sit up there and put a nice little album together for y'all. You feel me? I'm actually hollering at my man Tox right now in the messenger as I'm doing the show, man. We're about to get these, you know what I'm saying? We're about to get it going and put out some music for y'all, man, so y'all can have something to vibe to. And we're about to get straight to it. So make sure y'all go over here to use all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you get your music at, you know what I'm saying? Tidal, you know what I mean? You can go get this album right here. You can go on YouTube and get it. You feel me? Shout out to my brother King Els, man. He'll be back in town tomorrow. OG, what's happening, man? My brother OG in the building. Y'all go listen to King. Y'all go listen to King L's new album, man. L's new album is fire, man. I ain't gonna sit here and hold y'all, man. You hear me? L's new album is fire. Start to finish. You got 16 tracks. Fire. You know, I ain't saying that just because that's my brother, man. I'm saying it because it's true. That shit was trash. I'd have been like, L, man, what is this? Fire from start to finish. You feel me? But tonight, man, right? Tonight, we ought to get to it, man. You know? See, last week was part one. And we just, you know, did a brief overview of what I always talk about to y'all when I'm talking about this chick, with her dealings and her involvement with Diablo Canyon nuclear facility out there in St. Louis Obispo in Southern California. Mr. O, what's up, bro? My Joe from Chicago. What happened, Joe? Right? Give y'all brothers and sisters some time to pile up. Listen, man. And to anybody who may be listening, y'all, I don't do the stuff I do because I got any personal feelings towards any of these people. I don't know any of them, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, that's how it is, man. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, man, go listen to this album, y'all. Fire. And for real, to be honest with y'all, listening to this album about 1,000 times that I have already, you know, it just inspired me, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and put something together. I'm gonna just start BSing, and I'm gonna just really, you know what I'm saying, my weekends is about to be really dedicated to just falling back and just writing some music and recording some music and writing some more chapters in my book and stuff, man, for real. You know, summertime, festivals and stuff going on, you get a little sidetracked, but I ain't really messing with the fair or nothing like that, so I'm cool. So I'm about to just get back in, about to get in my bag, that's all. You know? But I'm telling you, man, I got hella rhymes. I got hella songs done. If I can show y'all my notebooks, right? I got like 8 notebooks right here that I've been using for writing my book, and I write my rhymes in, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I even got a composition book over here. But all I gotta do is just get some music to them and just go record them. You feel me? And I'm gonna get to that starting this weekend. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? L coming back tomorrow. We're going to discuss all of that. Anyway, go get my brother King L's album. It's fire, man. I'm telling y'all. You know, I ain't going to tell y'all no bullshit, man. All right? But the topic of tonight's show, right? Man, listen, y'all. Like I was saying before I went on that little diatribe, man, when I say the stuff I'm saying about this chick, I'm not saying it because I hate women, I'm bashing women, and this and this and this and that. I absolutely love women, specifically black women. And if she was somebody worthy of talking about, or I don't want to say talking about, worthy of advocating for becoming the next president, then I would be supporting her. But Kamala Gopalan, not Harris, Gopalan, she is not worthy at all. XL Pro, what had it, man? I'm talking about OG. I mean, anybody that they would put in front of us to pick from is somebody who they control to some extent and possibly is, if not can be easily compromised. Now, I want y'all to look at these pictures on the screen. Kamala Gopalan Harris is not like us. Nobody in this picture looks like us. Nobody in this picture looks like us. Right? Now, I keep telling y'all, in order to understand who these people are, why they're at where they're at in life, you have to understand where they come from. You feel me? Wow, right? That's wow, right? Now, one of my main things I always say to y'all, shout out to the homie, right? Lester Freeman from The Wire. Detective Freeman. He's always say, follow the money. And I'm a firm believer in that. Follow the money. But you got to go further than that with these people. You got to follow their bloodline, their family, familial, genetic history, who their daddy is, who their mama is, great-grandmama, great-granddaddy. That's who you got to get to, or that's the lane you got to go down in order to understand why people like Kamala Gopalan Harris is at where she's at. Right? Now, I wonder why, y'all probably wonder why I keep saying Kamala Gopalan Harris. Right? It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Right? Right? And that's the whole thing that I be saying, Todd. She don't even refer to herself. She doesn't identify as black. Kamala identifies with her Indian heritage, not black. This is her daddy right here. Her daddy was half Khazarian, half black by default. Right? Right? He is, if I mean, if you know, in retrospect, he's Khazarian. He's half Khazarian. Kamala Harris's father is the product, right, of a Jewish Khazarian man. She can't. Kamala Harris is a very attractive lady, even at her age now, down there 60 years old. She's still a very attractive lady. I could see why she was able to do what she was able to do when she was younger, especially with old downtown Willie Brown out there in San Fran. She was fine as hell. She's not black, Ty. She's not black at all. Her father is half Khazarian, Jewish, Eastern European, and Jamaican. And he's only Jamaican, black, as a result of his mother getting with his father. Right? Now, her father is of little interest in this. It's her mother who we need to focus on. This lady right here. Yeah, so her dad was like black by default. Her father, her grandfather on her father's side, this man right here's father, he was a Khazarian. We're not talking about him tonight, though. We're talking about this lady right here. Right? She's the focal point. Because this is where Kamala gets her DNA from, while she's able to be in the position she's in. She don't get it from her father. She gets it from her mother. Her sister fine as hell. Look at her. I ain't gonna front. All of Kamala Harris's sisters is bad. Harris is not her husband's last name. She doesn't even have her husband's last name. That lets you know that they're trying to keep the bloodline somewhat pure. Her husband is a Khazarian. We're going to get to him in a minute. But Kamala Harris's mother is who we need to focus on. Right? Yeah, Montel Jordan cracked them cheeks too. Right? Kamala Harris's mother. Got my notes right here. Kamala Harris's mother is Gopalan Shyamala Gopalan. I'll tell you, this is why I do what I do, y'all. And I do my research, and I'm glad I'm connected with so many people who into the same thing I am, because they can help me on my path of finding out what it is that I don't know, but expounding on what I already do. Right? Shyamala Gopalan Harris, born in 1938. Right? Yes. OG is her mother's still alive. Well, no, it's not my fault. No, she's not. She's not still alive. My bad. She's not still alive. Right? But her mother was a biomedical scientist. Right? Her mother comes from a very prominent bloodline, the Gopalan Ghatsi bloodline of India. I said the Gopalan Ghatsi, Godse, Ghatsi bloodline out of India. Oh man, I love this stuff, man. I truly do, y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love it, man. You already know, big cuz, right? Now, Kamala Harris's mother comes from the Gopalan bloodline, right? The Gopalan family out of India is a known family, right? Out of Pune, Maharashtra, India, right? Her mother, right? Her mother is the descendant of a guy by the name of Nathuram Godse, right? We do our due diligence over here, man. Smash that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. This guy. Let me pull up an image of him real quick for y'all. Creepy looking dude, right? This is Nathuram Godse. How many of y'all know who Nathuram Godse is? Put a number 11 in the chat if you know who Nathuram Godse is. This name sounds familiar to you. Nathuram Godse is the guy who bodied and murked Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. Yes. Now, Nathuram Godse wasn't just no ordinary dude who just out of the blue, random out of nowhere, just went up and just shot Gandhi. Right? Nathuram Godse comes from a long line, genetically bloodline affiliated of assassins going back to biblical times. Right? He also comes from the Pune, Maharashtra, India. Right? Nathuram hails from the Pune, Maharashtra region of India, which is this central region right here. Right? Basically central India. Right? He was a member of a secret society of assassins called the Maba Sabha. Tap in and walk with me, y'all, man. I know I'm talking fast, but you got to listen a little faster, man. In order for us to get to where we are with Kamala Gopalan Harris, she don't even got her husband's last name. We got to understand who her family and her people, where she come from. Now, Nathram Gotsi was a member of multiple secret societies, multiple ancient old assassin societies out of India. One of them being the Maba Sabha. What y'all know about the Maba Sabha? Right? The Mabha Sabha is an ancient Indian how can I say it, Masons fraternal organization, right? The Mabha Sabha was an ancient fraternal organization that was formed and organized by India's ancient society, right, of people who studied the mystic arts. They end up being the offshoots of early Hinduism, right? The Mabha Sabha, Mabasabha, Mabha Sabha, right? The Mabha Sabha is a modern branch. When I say modern, I mean late 1800s, early 1900s, a modern offshoot of an ancient society in India known as the Thuggee Society. Now, what y'all know about the Thuggee Society, right? The Thuggee Society were a criminal organization of professional robbers and murderers in India who were active from around the 14th century to the late 19th century. They're still inactive today. They're still in action today. The term thuggee is used to describe their ritualistic violence, which included murder, plunder, and robbery. The thugs, as they were called, thugs, thug life. Tupac had thug life tattooed across his stomach. Afeni Shakur, rest in the essence to her, Afeni Shakur studied ancient Hinduism and ancient Indian history. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tupac was familiar with the Thuggee Society. Put a number 11 in the chat if you ever heard of the Thuggee Society out of India. Right? Super big backdoor and pause. The thugs, as they were known for traveling in groups across the Indian subcontinent, gaining the trust of their victims, and then attacking them by strangulation, usually with a handkerchief. Pay attention, y'all. They believed that each murder prevented the Hindu goddess Kali, California, from returning for another 1,000 years, right? Now, the Thuggee Society was an ancient cult of assassins, robbers, thieves, and murderers. Their number one thing was assassins. And the thugs, as they were called, worshiped the goddess Kali. They worshiped the demon goddess Kali. See, Ty, man, my man Ty already tapping in with me. Ty already know where I'm going with this. But listen, Ty, we're going to get to that Saturday. This Saturday, I'm going to break down the demonic roots of gang culture in California. And it begins with the Thuggy Society. Now we're about to get to Kamala Gopalan Harris here in a second. Tap in and walk with me. We got to walk it down slow. I got to connect the dots for y'all. Right? Now, Kali is the demon goddess that the Thuggy Society venerated and worshipped. Kali is also the alter ego of Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. So when we hear Beyonce talking about going on stage and something comes over me and we see all the imagery of her face changing and contorting while she's performing, and she talks about harnessing all the energy from people, man, listen, when she's on stage and she's, I can't feel anything, I don't remember anything, and la, 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 and Sasha Fierce is Kali. Right? Get your notebooks ready, man. Right? So the Mabha Sabha, which is a modern day organization to this day, is an offshoot derivative of the Thuggy Society. Natharam Godse, the assassin of Mahatma Gandhi, was a member of both. Right? He also was a member of this secret fraternal organization out of India. Called Ria. Hmm? All this time, OG, all this time, via offshoots and descendants of the Sassoon family. The Sassoon family, Vidal Sassoon. If you don't look good, we don't look good. Sassoon, the Vidal Sassoon company, family. See, the Rasharia or the Rashaniya or Rasharati is a organization, like all organizations out of India, that are based and rooted in assassin cults. They specialize in assassination. They were hired from all over the globe, and we've seen a brief depiction of them in the movie 300. Y'all remember them? Yes. Y'all remember them? The Persians, through their leader, Darius, the father of Xerxes, who actually existed, they hired the Rasharati, because they were known assassins. These groups go back thousands of years, man. Huh? We got a depiction of them in the movie 300 with these guys right here. Natharam Gotsi is a member of two fraternal organizations out of India, secret assassin cults that are offshoots, descendant derivatives of the Rasharia or Rashaniya or Rasharati. Natharam Gotsi, right? Now, Natharam Gotsi's mentor, right? His mentor was a guy by the name of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. This guy, right? Vinayak Damodar Savarkar was also a member of the Rashaniya. This stuff goes deep, man. You hear me? He is the guy who groomed Natharam Gotsi to assassinate Gandhi. This guy was a member of the opposition party that wanted to get rid of Mahatma Gandhi because of his message of peace amongst all so-called castes in the Indian society. India has a caste system. Y'all do y'all's research into the Indian caste system. And Vinayak Damodar Savarkar was one of the guys of the opposite faction in India who wanted to keep the caste system as the main structure of Indian society. This is the people that Kamala Gopalan Harris descend from, right? Now, man, listen, tap in and walk with me, Jack, right? His father is Vinayak Gotsi. Did y'all hear me? Or should I say Natharam's father was Vinayak Gotsi, right? I don't know if they got any pictures of his pops. Oh, yes, they do. Uh-oh. That's definitely not him. I'm pretty sure that's like a common name over there in India. Well, they ain't got no pictures of his pops in here, right? His pops was a guy named Vinayak Gotsi, who he's named after. Hold on, let me go back real quick, y'all. All right. We got Natharam Gotsi, who's the son of Vinayak Gotsi. Right? This guy, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, shares the same name as his father. Right? Vinayak Gotsi his father named Dilip Gotsi. Let's see if we can find a picture of Dilip Gotsi. All right. They ain't got no pictures of him, man. All right. Can't find no pictures of him. So we got Natharam Gotsi. His father was Vinayak Gotsi. His mentor was Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. All three of these guys member of the Mabha Sabha, which is an offshoot of the Thuggy Society, the Rashaniya, Rasharita, Rashariya Assassin Society. His father's name is Vinayak. His grandfather's name is Dilip Gotsi. His great-grandfather's name is Vinayak Gotsi. His great-great-grandfather's name is Ganesh Gotsi. Let's see if we can find a picture of Ganesh. All right. You got to follow these people's bloodline, man. There ain't no pictures of that dude on here. But you see, when I look up that name, look who picture pop up. Right? So we got Ganesh Gotsi, which is the great-great-grandfather of Natharam Gotsi. Right? His great-great-grandfather, Ganesh Gotsi, was also a member of the Thuggy Society. His great-great-great-grandfather name was Damodar Gotsi. You see how they keep repeating the same names over and over to keep the bloodline pure? And his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather name was Shyamala Gopalan. Natharam Gotsi's great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, his name was Pandurang Gopalan. Right? Y'all got to trace these people's bloodlines, man. You feel me? So when we're talking about Kamala Gopalan Harris, she comes from a long, long line of assassins through the Thuggy Society, the Maba Sabha Society, and the Rasharita assassin societies. Right? Now, Nathuram Godsey's, right, great-grandfather, son, Pandurang Godsey gave birth to a woman named Shyamala Gopalan, Kamala Harris's mother. Right? The Gopalan and Godsey family are the same family, just different names of the same bloodline. Right? So when we're talking about Kamala Gopalan Harris, she comes from a long line of assassins out of an ancient secret fraternal cult of assassins in India, known to this day as the Thuggy Society or the Rasharia Society or Rashadiya or Rasharati, or now what they are called the Maba Sabha. That's where Kamala Harris come from. Right? And so her basically her cousin came around a couple years before her, a couple decades before her. Right? Her mother wasn't even born at this time. Her mom was born in 1938. So Kamala Harris, through her mother, is related to the guy, Nathuram Godse, who assassinated Mahatma Gandhi. This is where she comes from. This is her family. This is where she is from. This is where she extends from. She don't come from us. She ain't like us. She comes from a long line of assassins, which makes very good sense concerning, right, what she got going on with her connections and her interaction, right, her participation in what's going on or what happened and is currently going on as a result of the case she presided over with Diablo Canyon. I want y'all to understand how diabolical Diablo Canyon situation is. It is a nuclear facility that should have been decommissioned over 30 years ago. It sits between two fault lines. Two. Kamala Harris played a key role into keeping that facility open when it should have been shut down over 30 years ago. It's 2024 now. So it makes sense that she's doing everything she's doing and involved with the stuff she's involved with, because look where she comes from. She comes from a long line of assassins. Basically, Nathuram Godse is Kamala Harris's first cousin. Yes, this way bigger than Nino Brown, brother. I think it's way bigger than Nino Brown, Jack. So Kamala Gopalan, I'm not even calling her Kamala Harris no more. Her name is Kamala Gopalan. She comes from a long line of assassins. Huh? A long line of assassins. THUGGEE. Y'all ain't hit to the Thuggy Society, man. Y'all remember that scene in Indiana Jones? I think it's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Y'all remember the movie Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark? Those guys that he was fighting, those were the Thuggies. The Thugs. Thug life. We're going to get to that on Saturday, man. So Kamala Harris is not black. Her dad has black in him by default, and if you ask me, by design. His mother was black, meaning that his father had the dominant DNA. Therefore, he's a Khazarian. I want y'all to understand how diabolical these people are, man. They plan hundreds of years in advance. They're very strategic and meticulous. That's because they have the mind of a reptile. That's why we have hierarchical structure in the non-original state that it is now. And these are the people, the organ. This is why I tell y'all, man, follow the money, but also follow the bloodline. Because that's how you're going to know who these people come from. That way you know why they're in the positions they're in. Kamala Harris has assassin DNA all through her body, residing and abiding. I didn't mean to say that as a joke. Right? So, and this is the reason why I do the stuff I do. Y'all. This is why I break the things down the way I do. This is why I do the research that I do. So I can sit up here and share this information with y'all, man. Shout out to Larry Gators and his whole research team. Help me out with this on a few things. Matter of fact, a lot of things. I didn't know how far Kamala Harris is. I didn't know she was related to these people. I know all about the Thuggy Society. I know all about the Rashaniya. I studied them for extensive periods of time when I was in prison. But I did not know that this guy, Natharam Gotsi, is the progenitor to Kamala Harris. I would have never guessed that they was related, but they are through her mother, Shamalaya Gopalan. Shyamala Gopalan. That's her name. Everybody's a member of the Thuggy Society. And we're going to get to this. We're going to get to the Thuggies, man. We're going to get to the Thuggies on Saturday. And we're going to get to the demonic origins of LA Blood and Crip gang culture. Now, I already broke down from the technical point of it being being something that came out of the mind of the CIA, but I'm going to let y'all know where the CIA got it from. It's a very demonic paradigm. And we're going to get to it on Saturday. Now, what y'all know about, put a number 11 in the chat if you ever heard of the Thuggy Society before tonight. I know some of y'all have out there. Right? right? THUG, we be, that's thug mentality, we thuggin'. Thuggin' is the way we choose to live our life. Y'all see how the paradigm of the word thug life has been permeated throughout all of hip hop for the time that it was, and Pac was being used to push the thug life ideology. Y'all ever thought where he got that stuff from? Did y'all really think it was something that he made up on his own and Pac was really just that innovative? No. Pac was very intelligent. He came from up under the tutelage of the Black Panthers and the 5%ers. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line, his mentors he was around put him up on game about the thuggy society. Another reason why Pac was so easy to get along with and had an affinity for gang culture. He understood where it derived from. And all of these secret fraternal organizations, cults of assassins, this is what Kamala Harris comes from. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't vote for her based on this information. You do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you not to vote. I want y'all to don't ever get it twisted when it comes to me. I don't give a damn who y'all vote for, let alone if y'all vote at all. It ain't none of my business. I don't really care. My thing is, and my job, my assignment is to share this information with y'all, and y'all do with it what y'all will. Right? I'm not saying this to try to assassinate Kamala's character. She's done a pretty good job of that herself. She don't need me to do it. I'm here to simply convey the information and connect the dots on seemingly unrelated people, places, events, situations, and organizations. That's it, and that's all. Hopefully, you learn something tapping in with your brethren. I know y'all do because y'all keep tapping in and supporting, which I appreciate. Now, when I came across this information, I said, whoa. I said, whoa, right? Like I said, I know I've done my research into the Thuggy Society. I know how about gang culture in America via the CIA is basically a mind effing program psyop of the thuggy ideology through the veneration and the worship of the demon goddess Kaylee. I know all about that. The Most High revealed that to me while I was in prison. But all of this stuff with Kamala Harris or Kamala Gopalan and her being related to Nathram Gotzi and coming from a long line of assassins, I'm like, whoa. That's why she's at where she's at. Now, mind y'all, the Sassoon family is one of the major 13 families on this planet. And they go back to biblical times. They've been around a long time. They're very wealthy. The Gotzis and Gopalans are bloodline descendants of the Sassoon bloodline. If I'm not mistaken. Right. THUG, we be. That's the mentality we thugging. Thugging is the way we choose to live our life. Y'all remember Vidal Sassoon? See, only my real learned and studied children of the 80s and late 80s and early 90s know who these people are. This is why we listen, y'all. This is why I tell y'all it's so important for us to share and convey our knowledge and our information and share and support each other and do it, because the memory hole is being formed right now on YouTube, man, Google. And they're getting rid of a lot of information. This is why our generation is so much under attack, because we are the last generation of humans. Do you understand me? We are the last generations of humans to know what this world was like before all of this shit. Before the internet, before social engineering, smart grid. We are the last generation to know what an analog society looks like. This is why they're trying to confuse us about gender and race and all this bullshit. They don't want us to have a frame of reference, or they don't want us to be able to access or remember our frame of reference. Because we can remember when it wasn't like this, and we can see what's coming. Y'all better understand how important that is, and how important we, the millennial generation, the early millennials, y'all better understand how important and critical and vital we are to what's about to go down in this country. This is why they pushing that woke shit on us. Y'all remember Vidal Sassoon? If I don't look good, if you don't look good, we don't look good. Boy, y'all better do your research into who these people are. The Sassoon bloodline is an ancient bloodline, y'all. Thousands of years. Right? Right? Now, so all y'all out there who for some reason think that this chick is on our side as black people, she is not. And the fact that y'all is falling for this, once again, is kind of disrespectful at this point, man. It's kind of disrespectful. Like I said, I'm not telling you who you should vote for, not vote for, whatever. What I'm saying is to continuously ignore just the base stuff that we see through TV. I ain't even talking about everything that I broke down tonight. I'm talking about what we see publicly. Right? Let me get this video for y'all, man. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. That's all she for, OG. She don't care about, she don't even care about, I'm over here stuttering and shit. She don't even give a damn about Indian Americans. Bobby Jindal ain't messing with her. Vivek Ramaswamy, who's very much compromised. Hey, Trump, if you happen to hear this, bro, get rid of Vance and Ramaswamy. Do not mess with Ramaswamy. He's related to these people. Y'all know who Vivek Ramaswamy is? He's the guy, the Indian American Republican conservative who spoke on behalf of Donald Trump at the Republican National Convention. Can't remember what state he's a congressman out of. But Vivek Ramaswamy is a descendant of the Gotsi Gopalan bloodline. More about that next week. He's also very compromised, as he is an asset of BlackRock and Vanguard. So is Vance. I'm going to do a show on J.D. Vance next week. We getting real political since it's the political season, man. I'm going to do a show on J.D. Vance next week and show y'all why he's absolutely the worst pick possible for VP. And Donald Trump bruh, you need to get rid of him. Because he's connected to BlackRock and Vanguard too. But I digress, right? Now, this chick right here, I don't know what it is about this chick right here, y'all. I can't remember her name, but this is something about her, man. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying that I like her. I'm just saying it's something about her that's very kind of creepy a little bit, man. Something about her that don't sit right with me, man. I don't know what it is about this chick, man. Well, let's go.
Republican Governor Greg Abbott of the great state of Texas. Governor, there have been some tough times under the leadership of both Biden and Harris, with her being, in charge of it all. How many times have you talked with Kamala Harris, your state being the one that's taken in the most illegals during their administration?
Watch how many times.
So, regardless of whatever title Kamala Harris has, you want to call it borders.
Watch how many times Greg Abbott, the big homie Greg Abbott, what's what he say when asked how many times he spoke to Kamala Harris since this whole border crisis thing started. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. OG, you right. She's for nobody but herself.
Or whatever the case may be. Everyone has seen that videotape where President Biden clearly assigned to Kamala Harris the responsibility to take care of the border. And this past weekend, a video surfaced about Kamala Harris having a press conference at the border, along with Secretary Mayorkas, talking about assuming the responsibility to provide a secure border. The bottom line is, despite the fact that she's been in charge of securing the border, she has talked to me. The state that is ground zero for illegal border crossings, the state that represents 2/3 of the border, Kamala Harris has talked to me exactly 0 times.
Ooh, 0 times. Have you tried reaching out to her?
No, the person I've reached out to actually has been President Biden. And I have, when he arrived on the tarmac in El Paso, I handed him a letter, a 1-page letter to make it easy and simple to comprehend, that let him know about the 3 laws that already exist under laws passed by Congress about action he can take immediately to secure the border. He never once took me up on that offer.
I remember that day we spoke right after that, and I was curious to know if he handed that letter right away to Kamala Harris. I mean, this is something that they share because it's been the most explosive part of their administration. And he attached her name to it. I don't call her a border czar. She's the woman in charge. I mean, czar seems too light. He said he wanted her in the room, the last person in the room of every major decision. She's tied to this, which I would imagine is why Democrats are trying so hard to make America forget that it's her. I want to get to this with you, Governor. Miranda Devine's new opinion piece, Kamala Harris must still hold Biden's border inflation baggage, even as the Democrats' myth-making machine fires on all cylinders. She argues that despite attempts by media handmaidens to erase her history as a border czar, there is ample video evidence that she was handed the poison portfolio of managing the illegal migrant crisis. Vice President Harris avoided going to the border with her eye only on selfish optics rather than the welfare of the country or the pride of a job well done. She refashioned the role into something amorphous, root cause gig, where she jetted around to a few countries and handed out our money. Look, she came to El Paso in your state for a heartbeat, and somebody forensically cleaned everybody up off the streets. We covered it.
Well, you're exactly right. Listen, it was a sanitized version of what she saw on the border. She never went to the areas where Biden and Kamala Harris were allowing 5,000 people to cross a day.
5,000 people, y'all. 5,000 people a day. Can y'all imagine that? 5,000 people a day for a whole month straight. It's like 30,000 people, man. My fault. 300,000 people. It's like them. It's like 150,000 people. So just imagine how many illegal immigrants is running around in Texas right now undocumented. Right? This is the stuff I'm be talking about right here, y'all, man. I'm about to drop the link for y'all, man. Listen, y'all want to come up, ask some questions, add to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Spit your game, talk your ish. Y'all know y'all more than welcome to do that, man. This is y'all show, man. You know? These people are corrupt, man. Now, I could do this same thing for Donald Trump, except it ain't going to, I can't, listen. When I listen, y'all, and I'm being honest with y'all, man. When I look into Trump's bloodline, he ain't related to nobody, man. On either side, on his mom's side or his dad's side. He ain't connected to no bloodline families. None. Not that I could find. No royal families, no nothing. Let's go.
Which was Eagle Pass, Texas. They never firsthand witnessed they caused the chaos they caused. But to tie this back in, Harris, to what you initially talked about in this segment, listen, regardless of whatever title they have, the president and the vice president have a primary duty. Their sacred duty is to protect the United States of America from terrorists. And know this, the new number about the number.
Keep it, that word terrorist. So is Greg Abbott calling the illegal immigrants terrorists? Let's go.
The known terrorists who've been apprehended coming across the border is 383 under the Biden-Harris administration. Know this.
383 known documented terrorists.
Also, however, and that is, those are the ones apprehended. If you're on the terrorist watch list, you pay more to the cartels to not be apprehended. We don't know how many hundreds or thousands of terrorists are in our country because the Biden-Harris administration did not secure the border. As the director of the FBI, Director Wray, testified, he said that he anticipates the possibility of another 9/11 style attack because of the people allowed across the border by the Biden-Harris presidency. And listen,
another 9/11 type terrorist attack? I doubt it. I seriously doubt that. Now, I'm not saying it's not a possibility because, you know, it definitely is, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt that. To my knowledge, Central or Southern America doesn't have any history of alleged terrorist attacks by way of airplanes. Yeah, but just because he's talking about 9/11 don't necessarily mean they're going to use airplanes, right? I think he meant by that, he meant by an attack by terrorists, known terrorists, right? Man, I keep telling y'all about HR 1955, man. All of this stuff is connected. And this is what I want y'all to recognize. This is what I want y'all to, this is my main thing that I just want y'all to get when y'all tap in with me. I want y'all to understand and be able to connect how every single thing I talk about is connected to each other. I talk about the smart grid, social engineering, social credit systems, the robot army, these demonic bloodlines that descend from Lucifer himself, that a lot of these people they put in front of us are descendants from. The Thuggy Society, which is connected through the CIA. Demon time is a psychological paradigm that is also used or was also used to create gang culture in America through the Bloods, Geist, and the Crips, Potter. In German, Potter means crypt. And Geist or Geist or Gist means blood. Did y'all know that? This is why I tell y'all to study etymology, man. Right? Now let's go back to this video right here, man. This is just ridiculous, man. Shout out to Greg Abbott for holding it down as much as he can.
Kamala is now running to be the president of the United States. Their job is to guard our national security. When it concerns guarding national security, Kamala Harris has been an abject failure and has endangered Americans. If we have a 9/11 style attack, it is on the hands of Kamala Harris.
Wow, I want us to put up that terror watch graphic one more time. I know we've shown it a couple of times, but it is just so important to take another look. Look at the number already for fiscal year 24, 93. During all the years that Trump was president, during his term, 11. You add up all the numbers on the right, and we need to correct that graphic because it is Biden-Harris. And now she's running for president. You pointed that out. That is true. During that time, 375. And if you do the math between 23 and 24, we're on track to at least tie that, I would imagine, if we don't change something. Talk to me about the citizens of Texas right now. And what do you tell them when you know that there's only so much you can do when it comes to doing the federal government's job?
That is very telling, man. It's very telling. Hell in a handbasket, man. Kamala, you blew it. He ain't talked to Kamala Harris once since this started. Not once on the phone. I hate when some of y'all neck be all strong looking like that. That should be looking crazy. Smash that like, click on the bell. Let's go.
Well, first, I'll tell you what we did do. Then I'll tell you the perspective of Texans right now. That area where 5,000 people were coming across the border is Eagle Pass, Texas. And because we wired it shut, no longer are there 5,000 people crossing the border. On average, there is less than one illegal immigrant crossing the border a day. If you look at the entire border of Texas from Brown to El Paso, we've reduced illegal immigration by 85%.
Wow.
But today, Harris, connected to, I think, something you alluded to early on in your show, Texans are angry because over the weekend, there was a police officer in San Antonio, Texas, who was shot by a gun by an illegal immigrant, allowed in and allowed to remain in the United States of America. And this is deadly dangerous because of the policies that the Biden administration and Kamala Harris are allowing to take place. Remember this one thing, Harris, is very important to say, and that is Kamala in this video that surfaced this weekend said that illegal immigrants are not criminals. She's prosecuted criminals. She knows what criminals are. Illegal immigrants are not criminals. The man who tried to kill a police officer in San Antonio, he's a criminal. The men who raped and murdered Jocelyn Nungary, they are criminals. Kamala Harris needs to be called out and recognized these are criminals coming across our border and act accordingly.
Well, and in the case of the police officer who was shot in one of your Texas communities in San Antonio, and we pray for his recovery and for his family's support of him, her recovery, excuse me, and for
imagine being shot by an illegal immigrant, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Let's go, man. Smash that like button.
Family's support of her as she makes a recovery that we're hoping will be a full one. At the same time, if Kamala Harris recognizes criminals, then she's going to have to make sure that her administration does too. He was actually caught and released and given a court date of 2026. He was part of the system that has become so toxic with people that we really don't vet the way we should. Last quick word.
Kamala has a chance of redemption. She's going to show up in Houston, Texas on Thursday of this week. And there is a bill filed by Ted Cruz in the United States Congress. It's called Justice for Jocelyn that would require the United States for ICE to hold these people in detention and not let them loose. Kamala Harris can step up on Thursday in Houston, Texas, and say she supports Ted Cruz' Justice for Jocelyn Act.
Do you think she'll do that?
We'll find. I tell you what, if she refuses to do it, it's a signal to America she's not taking her job serious as president, potential president of the United States, that she would continue to release, catch and release into the United States dangerous criminals. And this is a tell to Americans when they go cast their vote. Is Kamala up to the duty of detaining illegal immigrants who cross the border who pose an imminent danger to our fellow Americans?
Look, you set the standard and the bar high for her on Thursday to really, really make a stand on this. We'll all watch for it. Governor Abbott of the great state of Texas, we're always with you in this and watching, even when the federal government wanted to sue you over the wiring shut of the border that you talked about. If it weren't for that, you wouldn't see an 85% drop in numbers just where you are along that Rio Grande sector. Good on you. We wish it were contagious for this current administration. We'll see what happens. Thank you, sir.
It's absolutely not going to happen, man. Shout out to Greg Abbott for holding strong out there in Texas, man. Basically told the U.S. government, listen, man, we can go to war, man. More or less words. This is all an example and a result of Kamala Harris being in there and put in their position to do exactly what she is doing. And I like the way my man OG mind work, man. You feel me? I love that observation, right? One of the main, what y'all would say, Shuma Shishmani, what y'all would call the Shuma Shishmali, the Shuma Hakama Hadi, right? Right. One of the 13 families is right up out of India, and that's the Sassoon family. Ancient old family. And like my homie OG said, man, shout out to my brother OG, man. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, man. It is what it is. Now, Trump need to get rid of Vance, man. Vance is corrupt. He's compromised. Way more than what... See, when I say Trump's compromised, he's compromised as a result of, you know, doing basically what everybody else is doing. But I got to be honest with y'all. Outside of Sheldon Adelson, right? And Adelson's dead now. And, you know, from what I have researched, there ain't really nothing nefarious going on with Trump, with the people he connected with, man. I'm not saying he's not connected with nobody that we should be paying attention to. I'm saying his business dealings, his interaction with them is not detrimental to where, you know, he has to be subject to them. But in a sense, he does because, you know, he's the president. He ain't the CEO. Now, how many of y'all know that there's a CEO of America? How many of y'all knew that? You did? Man, listen, man, I love to goddamn break this stuff down, man. You hear me? I do shows like this, not to like kind of convince nobody of anything or not to try to sway you to not vote or vote for Trump, man. Listen, like I said, you vote for whoever you feel like think no is the better candidate. Now, after I sit up here and go pause in on Trump a little bit next week, I'm going to tell y'all right now, man, Trump's not involved. Oddly enough, Trump is not involved with no fuckery, man. He's not a part of BrainGate. He's not working with any of these tech firms, although he's going to be the president to bring it in if he gets reelected. That's not what he's campaigning on. He don't get endorsed by big tech. Big tech can't stand Trump. Right? Listen here, y'all, man. I'm trying to tell you, Jack. This is the most important and crucial historic election run in all of American and global history. Do y'all understand that? Yeah. The thing is, who is the CEO? If there's a president, there has to be a chief executive officer. Who y'all think the chief executive officer is of the United States of America? It ain't the president. He's just the president. How many of y'all knew that America was a company or a corporation? I'm tired of seeing doing this research, y'all. We come across stuff. I just be like, wow, man. Like, wow, man. These people are all of them are so corrupt, man. I wouldn't vote for none of these people, man. None of them. The only chick that I would have voted for president, you understand me? Do you understand me? The only chick I would have ever voted for president when she made her run for president. I know she ain't running again this year. Right? All right. Just the only chick that I would have ever voted for. Now, how many of y'all know who this chick is right here? This auntie right here, man. This auntie is Cynthia McKinney. Gangster. The only woman who I've ever would have voted for. This is Cynthia McKinney. Cynthia McKinney is a gangster, man. You hear me? And she was so popular that it was very difficult to shut her down and, you know, make her numbers look crazy and paint her to be this whacked out flower power child black lady from out of goddamn Georgia, right? But no. Cynthia McKinney is a gangster. You hear me? Cynthia McKinney is the one that exposed, right? When I talked to y'all about that pledge that all these politicians have to sign, all of them, Republican, Democrat, even private ones, even so-called independents, right? Even they have to sign the pledge. Right? Now, listen, man. I want y'all to understand we living in very crucial times, y'all. Right? And over here in America, especially us black folks, y'all, we ain't got time to be on no bullshit with each other, man. For real. Now is the time for us to get on code, and on code. We gotta at least be united amongst ourselves before we can be united amongst our other brethren and sisters with what's about to come upon us in America. Y'all know I don't do fear mongering over here, man. I do straight facts, right? Now, it will be in our best interest to interact and operate within ourselves. And then once we get a code of conduct amongst ourselves, then we can talk about interacting and engaging financially, politically, socially, economically with other groups. All right? I don't want y'all to feel like you're being bad or you're not. I don't want y'all to feel like you're being a bad person because you're showing a little bit of racial pride. All these other groups of people do it. They rally behind each other, and they only go for legislation that affects and benefits them, their group. They don't do nothing, advocate for nothing that benefits us, specifically black people. No groups of people do that. None. The Hispanics don't do it. The Asians definitely don't do it. The Europeans definitely don't do it. Africans absolutely not going to do it. So all we got is us, man. You know. And Kamala Gopalan does not represent us. All right. Shout out to Cynthia McKinney, the only woman that I would have ever voted to be president in life, ever. They made sure Cynthia McKinney got buried underneath media history into the memory hole, goddammit. I wonder where Auntie is at today. And tried to kill her and threatened her life hella times. Literally tried to kill her back in Gaza back in 2008, 2009, right before I got locked up. I personally believe that the IDF stopped firing upon Cynthia McKinney's boat simply because the media was already being hit to it. You know, this is when Facebook and stuff first came out and all that, man. And it spread around the world too fast for them to try to cover anything up. You feel me? Do your research into who Cynthia McKinney is, y'all. She ran for president back in 2008. Cynthia McKinney is the politician who exposed the ritualistic cult-like forcing a sign in a document that says you will always support the state of Israel. No matter if you're Republican, no matter if you're Democrat, no matter if you're independent, all of them have to sign that pledge. And Cynthia McKinney was the one to expose that publicly, which is why her career tanked Because after she exposed that, she got no funding from anywhere. She couldn't get no funding. You know? So it got really real for her. Like really real. You know? Ain't heard nothing from Cynthia McKinney since, man. Right? See, these people own the media. So they can control our perception of reality. Like they told Dave Chappelle, by the time you get back home, they're going to think you're a raging dope fiend. Like Cat Williams said, by the time Dave Chappelle got his ass back here, you know, everybody's saying he was on crack. Pac told you, the media is full of dirty tricks. Don't get caught up in the mix because the media is full of dirty tricks. You know? Well, I'm assuming that means none of y'all want to come up, so we're going to wrap the show up, man. We ain't going to stretch it out, pause. You know, ain't no need to stress it out. Ain't no need to beat no dead horse. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure I'll put y'all up on enough game tonight. You understand me? You know, so you can do your own follow-up research, man. You know what I'm saying? The Gotsi bloodline is related to the Gopalan bloodline. Kamala Harris or Kamala Gopalan is related to Natharam Gotsi, who assassinated Mahatma Gandhi. Right? She ain't like us, man. She might look like us a little bit. You know? Might look like us a little bit. You know? You feel me? She went to the same school as a lot of us went to. It's kind of like if you look at Kamala Gopalan's life, she was groomed to live like this typical Black experience in the early 80s, early mid 80s in America. Because that will make her a member of the Generation Next, or should I say Gen X. I just had an ill thought come to my mind, man. You know, I'm gonna keep it to myself though. But look at Kamala. She lived the Black experience. She went to college, historically Black college university, Howard University, where she pledged. This is what I'm saying, man. They put these people in positions, man, to get, man, listen. She went to school with us. She kind of looked like us a little bit. She had the full Black experience. She went to Howard University where she pledged Alpha Kappa Alpha and was just a ski-weeing her way through her college education. See how she was made so we could say that she was Black? She ain't one of us, man. She ain't like us. Her dad is have just enough Black in him to look like one of us. He ain't one of us. Y'all know her father played a part in getting Marcus Garvey booked on that fraudulent ass case from back in the day with the FBI and the CIA and the Treasury Department and the IRS. Try to frame Marcus Garvey like he was embezzling money. Nah, he just was a nigga that had pull from Jamaica and in the States, and he had motherfuckers riding with him. And they ain't like it because he wasn't a part of their structure. Marcus Garvey told the Boule to kiss his ass. So y'all's girl, Kamala Gopalan, was given the full opportunity to have the full Black experience. She grew up in San Francisco, not in the hood. Not in the hood. Right? She lived in a so-called predominantly Black neighborhood where she went to an all-Black college where she pledged I'm talking about a very high-profile, the female sorority out of the Divine Nine to join the Alphas, the Alpha Kappa Alphas. Like I said, just to ski-weeing her way through her college career. To have her involvement in all the 94 crime bill legislation throughout the state, specifically California. You know, it's crazy, man. Being groomed her entire life to be exactly where she's at. So when we go check her background, we can say, see, she is Black. She is like us. She went to Howard. She pledged Alpha Kappa Alpha. She was ski-weeing. Yet and still, brethren, sistren, she not like us. Kamala Harris was bad when she was younger, boy. Solo Dolo, what's happening, man? Exactly. You know, you kind of late to the party a little bit, Solo, though. We already went through all of that. Right? Listen here, y'all, man. Like I say, man, I'm not here to assassinate nobody's character. I cannot possibly assassinate anybody I'm talking about character for the simple fact their character has already been publicly scrutinized. All right. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Listen, tomorrow night, y'all know we got the sports show popping. My brother King Els will be back from his mini vacation. Him and his wisdom, you feel me? Sit up there hanging out on the OT side. You dig? Smash that like button, click on the subscribe to the page. Sharing social engineering, man. Yeah, my brother Els, man, you're going to have to You know, brother, you're gonna have to sit up there and get a better programming situation, man, with this coming to this. We're just finding this album, Jack. But yeah, don't smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know. You know what I'm talking about, man? Love y'all, man. Love the love, love the appreciation, love the support. Shout out to my brother Ty that slid through with us tonight. He did. We appreciate that. All right. Exactly. This thing's stupid, man. You dumb as hell for saying that, man. All right. You know. Hey, man, we're going to get up out of here, y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know. You already know, OG. I appreciate it. Listen here, man. The delusion is they give us a voice. Listen to me now. The delusion is they give us a voice, then turn around and make us pick from these clowns the illusion of choice. These people get selected, not elected. All right. So we're going to see what happens come November, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing your social engineering. You know? You know? Trying to find something to ride out to, man. We're going to ride out to this.
Know who you dealing with. We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with. We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with. We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with. We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Now when we pull up, smoke going up. Know we froze up. Now put your O's up. I'm on the east side, rolling down the air. Watch me speed by, probably counting cash. Need another comma before the year end. Put that on my mama, they be on the weird trend. So why hate, homie? Get your own bread. Don't be fake, homie. Great like a dome said. Passing James Road, headed out the Bryce. Never a trick, yo. This D got a price. Touching ain't free. Bump call it trapper beat. If you know King puffing on that rapper tree. Play it cool, homie. I keep a 2 on me. Far from fool, homie. Your B1 call me. Your best couldn't have me on my worst day. Y'all be giving too much praise looking thirsty. Thought you was live. until I showed up. May it hurt your pride, just get your glow up. Man, you know what? Now the king's back. The summer going up, I know they love that. Know who you dealing with? We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with? We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with? We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit. Know who you dealing with? We the realest trick. I know you feeling this. This that Triller shit.